Hey, what's up, guys? So got some news and all that stuff. You see the title. You guys are going to be my top priority, and let me explain my situation currently, and then I'm going to go through my blog and explain that. And yeah, then we're going to get to interacting. Like this is going to be my top priority, the owning life, everything. First, I want to start with I guess I'm currently having a manic episode. Right now, my mood's down more, but for the last 3 or 4 days, it's hard for me to even tell. One day I didn't sleep at all. The next day, maybe like 2 hours of sleep, and yeah, like that. And at the same time, I've been creating a ton of content, like written blog posts on the various blogs I have. I've been working out some days twice a day, like I'd go swim for an hour, I'd go run for an hour, come home and not be tired still. Um, yeah, and this is one of my symptoms that that I got to keep an eye out for. And I've been taking medication. I take I think 1,000 milligrams of Depakote. And okay, so that's the situation. But I've been a lot of times when this would happen, maybe right now I'm in at my grandma's house, so I'm in a really relaxed, comfortable situation. But maybe something like this would happen, and I'd be in somewhere where I'm trying to do work and I'm trying to juggle all these things, and then I get all this energy and things spiral out of control. Instead of that happening this time, I kind of focused on what can I do to sleep better, and that's why I started working out more. And what can I do? And then, so nothing was really working that well. Like last night, I think I slept maybe 3 hours. Um, so yesterday, I called my doctor, and I didn't talk to my doctor. I talked to a nurse. Um, I called yesterday, left a message. She called me back today, and then I went in, talked to the nurse. She saw how hype I was. Talked to my doctor, and battling this stuff. I'm assuming, I don't want to say all of you guys, or I don't know if it's a lot or a little, but I know some of you guys have whatever your thing is, bipolar or some schizophrenia, some whatever it is. It's all, I don't want to say it's the same, but we're all family. Um, and if you're bipolar, when you get the mania, you just got this energy, you don't want it to go away. So, I really don't want to increase my medication, but it's getting increased. This is going up to 1,500 milligrams, and then I got some trazodone. I really don't like taking sleep aids, but I'm going to be taking a sleep aid once a day, and that's just what it is. So that's fine. That that said, I'm gonna focus on the own in life. I have what I feel is a pretty good working system already. It could use a lot of refinement, so I look forward to sharing it with whoever ends up wanting to be involved. I'll kind of explain how I've gotten to where I am now with the system, like as far as referencing where I borrowed things from and all that. If you end up having any questions about anything, leave it in the comments or on the blog, and I will respond to it. Like this is going to be my pretty much full-time gig. Like I don't work. I have all the free time in the world, so it's not a problem. And then I'm going to make this is going to be my priority over my personal blog, over my Tai Chi stuff, over the Milltown Clan thing I want to do, over, yeah, it's going to just over everything. Oh, and I also decided was part of the mania, like I was going to move back to Milwaukee soon and do all this stuff. I'm just going to stay right here, so I'll be able to answer your questions. I'm going to work through my thing, whatever. All right, now let's get to the blog. I kind of want to explain how it's going to work, because a part of me wants to just kick the blog off and like just start dishing out, step by step, do this, do this, do this. But I'm not there. I'm not there just yet. Instead, well, it'll just be organic. If someone asks something, great. I'll respond to it. If no one asks anything, you'll get another video when I when I make one and I have something to share. Okay, let's go to the blog. Oh, and I wanted to say real quick to Iron Chef 2198, like I did go check out Today Matters, and it did seem right in line with what my new kind of epiphany was, and I'll blog or video about that again in the future. So if I go to the blog, if you go to the blog, it might look a little bit different depending on when you see this. But what I got a couple pages up top. I got goals for the blog, values, levels, active goals. And it's missing one, and I'll explain the one, or it might be missing more, but that's where it is right now. Waiting for the page to load. I should have loaded them up. So let's start with goals for the blog and go through this really quick. So this is what I want out of the blog. I want a book to happen eventually, a book that I want it to be, what's in my mind is that it's autobiographical, but in this weird bipolar way, in that there's like factual details mixed in with, when I'm manic, and even right now I have this alternate version of reality that I live in that I don't tend to share with people, and I want to put that in the book because I have a feeling a lot of people do this, and it would give people who do it, they read it and be like, yes, that's what I'm talking about, and then people who don't do it can read it and be like, oh, that's what's going on. So that's one thing. I want to chronicle my journey to create this personal development system, and the system specifically targets, I think, probably single male gamers, although it'll probably be able to work for anyone. Probably even more specifically, single male bipolar gamers. Okay, so it's going to chronicle how I get there, whenever the there is, and that's I'm going to set a thing for when the there is. I want it to act as an outlet so I can just share thoughts about personal developments, ideas I've had. Just you'll see all these articles will come out, and I just got a bunch of stuff in my head. Share just inspirational stories and videos when I find them. Answer questions when people submit them. More than likely when I make a video, a blog post will go hand in hand with it. The end game that I have in mind for the blog, like it's not fully, you can read it on the blog, but is essentially this peer-to-peer personal development network somehow, where, because we're all, you might see me struggling in one area, whether it's financially or with this bipolar stuff, but there's a lot of areas that I'm very well versed in that whether it's my Tai Chi stuff or Chinese or whatever, that I could, help someone out who's there, where someone else who maybe had, bipolar or financial issues, who have gotten over that, they could help me. But maybe they, yeah, anyway, yeah, I got this idea. It's interesting. I want it to be profitable, but I want it to be freemium in that that there is a totally 100% free, high value service that walks any person through the system. That should provide results where they see real change in their life, which will increase whatever it is they want to increase: free time, money in the bank, whatever. And once they see real results from this, there'll be a premium thing that's like, yeah, the premium thing will kick it up even more notches, and we will. And that's kind of what I'm saying. Anyway, so that's the goals for the blog. I'm gonna kind of skip values because it's still kind of in rough draft mode. So levels, what I just kind of came up with this recently, but I think it would be cool to have, you got to have this big vision, right? And I thought it'd be cool to break the big vision down into levels, so it isn't like, you're just diving straight into the big vision like I tend to do, that you break it up into levels. And I created what's on here right now is a level 1, and this is my first draft of it, but what I want this level 1 to kind of represent as kind of the end, it won't be the end point of owning life, but it'll be the end point of I did something that means a lot to me, and now I can say that this program system is it truly works. And hopefully by that time I'll have a bunch of other people who have used it and they'll have their own things, and yeah, it works. So you can see on here, I'll read it off. I'm off of SSI and Medicaid. I live on the Lower East Side of Milwaukee. I have no debt, and I have 1 year's worth of living expenses and savings. Like, that group of things would be awesome to me. Values, I said we'd skip. Oh, and then I just got this thing on there called active goals that I'll get into in the future. Anyhow, yeah, I'll just close with, yeah, this is going to be my focus. I'll be putting up, I don't want to bombard you with videos, but, whenever someone's looking for something or whatever, there will at times be blog posts that won't have videos, so if you want to subscribe to the blog and be there. But, I mean, the most important thing is just, leave me feedback, leave me comments. I'm going to be constantly working on my stuff. If you want to ask, where do I start? What's the first step? That'd be good. Someone can ask that, and I will put it together, and, and this will all kind of come together. So, hope that sounds good. Let me know what you think, and I'm out of here. Peace.